I know that that will be needed somewhere else. It will not be right now, but somewhere else. So self-evaluation, a close relationship with my mentor, stroke pastor, and pastor stroke mentor. And also just keep learning and keep, myself busy and knowledgeable, because we will need it someday, even if it's not today.
So self-management, self-evaluation, and all that.
Yeah.
Purity, I know the insurance industry is very competitive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you do to ensure that even as you're rising ahead, you've not stepped on people, you've not taken shortcuts and all that?
And that interesting. What I do, I am just like, I don't overpromise. I just promise what I can deliver. And then I keep my promises to my clients. The other thing I do, working with my clients well. Yes. And delivering, because the company has expectations from me every month. They want to know after 30 days, what have I done? What have I brought to the company? And then, so that's how I plan myself. I just plan myself. Yes.
Yeah. So Faith, these days for many young ladies to advance in life, they are taking shortcuts. Sleep with the boss, do the boss favors here and there for promotion. Have you experienced that in your workplace?
It's true. It's true. I even resigned.
What was happening?
So the moment you're interviewed, this person can gauge, like, this Pastor Linda, this is how she walks, this is how she talks, and this is what she loves. So now what happens is someone will just get a loophole. You come in the morning and you're like, I'm stressed, I had a breakup. Oh, I can bring you flowers. This is what's happening in your life. Then now you get close to this person. You start now sharing your life with the person. Then now I think we can even resonate with this. If I keep on sharing my stories with you, you'll be close to my heart. Like
emotional attachment.
Emotional attachments. And then now you find yourself, you're so vulnerable to the person. If he says, you are there, you go for the first date, you'd be like, oh, it's a coffee, you had a breakup, it's just flowers. Then tomorrow it will move to something else. And then the following day they'll add your salary and you're like, oh, good Lord, I was waiting for this.
The Lord has answered my prayers.
Has answered my prayers. Then now after the salary increment, you'll now receive a call. We've seen your work, we've added your salary, blah, 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 blah. But now we need to go for now a real date. So now you're there in between your God who answered prayers
and the man who increased the salary.
Who is in front of you. So you really have to, I think the marketplace, you really have to pray. For me, I pray. Because the intimidation, the salary increment will come, the flowers will come, lunch will come. You will even come in the morning, on the table of your office, you find flowers and lunch and nothing. No one has said it's the one who brought those flowers and the lunch. And people will be watching to see what you will do. And the moment you take the flowers and the lunch, because you're very excited about it.
And then you start taking selfies with the flowers.
And you take the selfie. And then you see on social media, the people who are posting. Someone has posted a Prado, another one a Lexus, and you're there. You're looking at the lunch, and then there is a product. I remember there is a manager of ours who told us a story. Someone came with a Prado and said, here it is. It's a give and a take. What do you do? You've never driven a Prado?
And you've been given, it has landed.
And other people are posting it on social media. So your integrity, I'll say, in the marketplace, young women, just be very intentional about your integrity. The moment you just say, for me, it's a no, it's a no. They'll even make jokes about it, but after some time, they'll get used to you and even call you pasi wa hiyo.
Unaitwa pastor wa kampuni.
I'm assistant to Jesus. Sometimes I think I had a nickname.
What was your
Sister
nickname?
to Jesus. But it's true. Sister Jesus is moving around. And then the other one was Bensuda.
What is Bensuda now? You are judging people. Don't judge our lives,
So you'll find those kind of people, and sometimes you'll wonder. There was a time I was very frustrated. All of us, we were to be given a salary increment, and the people were given the salary increment after our investigations. We found out that they were having an affair with the people there. And you feel so bad because you're waking up in the morning, you're going to do your work, you're giving it all, like, the way that we've been trained, go give it all, and then I wake up in the morning, Pastor Linda, you have no salary increment. And people there are celebrating about their salary increment. And even others are rewarded houses in Kilimani. So it's really tough. Your integrity, you have to be very intentional about your integrity. And your walk with Jesus.
Have you experienced that purity?
Oh yeah, it happens, especially with the clients. Like in my area, we don't deal with the boss as such. We're just like colleagues. He's my boss, yes, but we are just like colleagues. But now with the clients, it's very different. You go meet somebody, and then you're discussing about the insurance, and then they're like, okay, I don't think this is the best place we can discuss this. So I suggest we go meet someone. And then you're like, oh my God, I need this business. So yeah, let's go and meet. So when you go meet there, then the person is like, the guy you find them, they're like, oh, you are running too fast. Can you just have good time? You can relax. You can take coffee. If you just order anything you feel like. And tell me about how have you been? How is business? Okay. And then they're just buying time to be free with you. And then you realize that first day they will not even buy. They will not even give you a chance to discuss about the insurance. And if they realize you really want to focus on the insurance, and then they'll cut you short, they're like, oh, something just came up. Can we meet maybe next week? And then you're like, okay, let's meet next week. Thank you. You can't push the client so much. Yes. So that date is just cancelled, and then we plan another one. When you go meet the next day, they're like, you don't worry about the insurance. I'll still take. There is time. There is time. Why are you in a hurry? I'll still take the insurance, and I'll take from you, by the way, so I'm not in a hurry. So now tell me, you have a boyfriend or are you married? And you wonder, surely.
So what do you do in such situations?
So in such situation, you realize it's very tricky, because you're just like, God, no, I cannot maybe have this guy, he's married, because most of the time the people who buy insurance, they have families. It's very hard just to find a single person interested in insurance. Not very easy, yes. So you're like, oh no, you're married, yes. I cannot interfere in your family. I don't want to be the cause of pain to the other lady who is like a sister to me. Two, I'm also born again. I don't want to go there, but I'm ready. If you want us to deal with the insurance, I'm here to assist you. So most of them who just wanted the affair, not the insurance.
The insurance was a base.
Yes, you are selling to them insurance, and they're also selling their whatever.
So then what you guys are saying is that you have to be firm.
Yes.
Know what you want, you have integrity.
Yes.
As much as they brand you, sister to Jesus, then it's still okay.
It is okay.
I mean, it's true anyway.
Sister to Jesus.
I know probably you may not have experienced so much because you're has anyone come for counseling, but
well, mostly it's different because it doesn't start out as that intention. It's when they are safe with me, they realize, oh, you are actually a good woman. I'm like, I'm just a good counselor. You don't even want me as a woman. Like, probably about even your type if we go that way, So here it's a little bit different because it may not start as from the word go. It just starts as
when
a counselor. Then when they are safe with you, they're like, by the way, you actually have a good smile. Then you're like, the challenge is now getting it back and also helping them disengage, So, it's different. So
what do you do with such? Do you chase them out of the office or
no,
you just be?
No, when you realize a client is that way, it's up to me to, one, ethically, to remind them of the codes and also as a spiritual being, it's also engage God and to help maintain the motive, because again, most of the people I counsel is young people like me. It may not also be them. It may be me looking at them after they are healed, you know? Okay. Now that you're healed, you know. Wow, so it sounds like my prayer time, you know. So it's not just this way, it could also be this way, you know. So ethically, and also objectivity from the presence of God, because I believe, for me, it's an honor. Every time I get a client, it's like God entrusts me with the story of their child, you know. So
with the soul. So you have to be, because you'll be answerable.
Yeah.
So to every young lady there that's watching us, you are not alone. There are many ladies who are going through the same challenges that you are going through, but they have been able to stand firm for their integrity, and they've ensured that the foundation of their Christian life is not shaken because of Prado, flowers, chocolate, free lunch, a house at Kilimani. All these will come. But shall you stand?
Wow.
We are going to take a short break, but when we come back, we shall pick it up from there. See you in a bit.
Good marketing makes the company look smart. Great marketing makes the customer feel smart. Are you looking for a place to advertise your upcoming conference, church meeting, or ladies' meeting? Look no further. Elevate TV is offering you a chance to advertise from as low as 5,000 Kenyan shillings. Talk to us today. Call us on 0705 872237.
There's no nation, no town, no city without fathers.
Being a Holy Spirit driven church is New Testament.
The quality of the message, it was based in Acts chapter 2.
And I took my Bible and I went from street to street. Is anybody dead here?
We never met those miracles a reason to appeal for money or to be known. No.
Tracing the Mantles is a program whose core is to identify mantle carriers from our fathers.
That Catholic woman stood and he was sliding everywhere. He said, oh yes, now this is the black Catholic woman.
But these are not only mantles, but spiritual authorities that have paid the cost, stood the test of time.
You are given 6 hours to leave the country.
And made lots of sacrifices for the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Many of us invested in the school, college, university ministry.
But these are not only mantles, but spiritual authorities.
One of the things that bring revival in this country is the power of the Holy Spirit, the presence of the Holy Spirit.
Catch Tracing the Mantles every Sunday from 8:30, hosted by Pastor Zunda Juma, only on Elevate TV.
Wow, welcome back. I believe every young lady, young woman that is watching us tonight, and you are in the marketplace or desiring to be in the marketplace in a few years or months. These ladies are sharing with us their experiences, what they are going through in the marketplace, what they have gone through and have been able to overcome. So in the first session, they were talking about, you know, the enticements that are there and how they've been able to overcome. And please share the show on both Facebook and YouTube with your friends. Put up a comment there. Let's hear your story too, so that we can encourage ourselves also. So just, you know, just continuing from where we left, Nancy, what are some of the things that are motivating you to work? You know, in the Bible, a woman was not necessarily supposed to work. You know, you can just stay at home and you'll still be okay. But what motivates you to wake up every day to go to work?
For me, it's the fulfillment. Fact that I get to deal with people and their soul issues and seeing the change tangibly, that really, it's like it injects some energy, adrenaline in me, and makes me very happy. So one is the difference I get to make, and also I tell people that you won't find me planting trees out here, to take care of the future. So for me, how I take care of the future is ensuring that I create safe spaces where people can heal and become, and just get to know themselves and do better. So just the change and the growth I see in my clients and in what I do, and also in myself, and the livelihood.
I was waiting, I was wondering.
And the livelihood.
Mahatma Gandhi,
feels good to eat your money. Your money tastes good. So the livelihood also. Okay, livelihood. Okay, the monetary returns. About it. So it feels good to eat your money.
That's good. Purity, what's the motivation? Why are you working?
Yeah, I think I'll just pick it from where she left about the finances now. That's the main motivation.
Yes, it's not the main thing.
Yes. No, I don't have to. This is the reality, this is the me.
Yeah.
Because when I go to bed, I'm like, I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this. So where do I get it? Wake up, I go to work. Yes. So I really want to make money. I need to do some things. I don't want to die poor. That's my prayer.
Poverty is not your portion.
Yes, that's not my portion. Yes, I'm not yet there. I know the journey is just long, but I know at some point in my life, I'll surely get the things I want. And the only way I'm going to have them, it's by working, by trusting God, by praying, by giving and doing the things that I'm supposed to do. Yes, so one is money. Again, I cannot stay home. I'm so used to working. I don't know how it feels to stay home. You're just waking up, you do the home chores, and then the day ends, you go to bed, you wake up tomorrow, and no. So I really love to stay out, going, working, and then,
Okay. Yeah, Faith.
Like, you remember when you were voting, it's Bishop Mark who said some demons, we can't chase them by prayer. So same thing. You can't just chase poverty by sitting somewhere and waiting upon God. When you come to church, we pray for us, we receive that favor and grace, then we go there and represent the Christ we have, and then now work. So personally, I worked. Imagine I take myself to do my hair, and then now you've get that fulfillment, like there is no one who's going to ask you a question like, I gave you my money.
Yes.
Yeah, it comes. And someone ever mentioned in our office that men are never generous, like just out of being generous. Someone will do something intentionally just to know. So you can have my money for your hair and then keep on giving you. So I work just to make myself happy. Foot my bills, pay my rent. If I feel like I want to do pizza, I will run and do it. And then apart from the financial, stability and all that, there's also the aspect of, the kingdom purpose. You coming to church and the bishop is like, or the pastor is like, we need a microphone. And people are standing up to give, and just they are wondering, what am I supposed to do with this?
Getting money?
And then the other aspect of just seeing people, at times when you are a management assistant, you keep this person in check as well, your CEO. He makes erratic decision, you're like, and people are hurt. You've made this decision and the employees are suffering because of this and this. At least, you'll find a very nice platform. You're telling him, your flights are tomorrow, this and this time. Then you find a platform and say, by the way, you remember this decision you made about this and this? People are really complaining about it. Could you even find a place in your heart to change the decision? So that fulfillment of, just, I may not stand and say it's a no, but now you see, you find a platform of just helping people indirectly. It's a fulfillment to me. And then in DHL, we have so many projects. So I also deal with refugees. So I find a fulfillment, seeing those girls just graduating from one place to another. They have been traumatized. They can't even stand for themselves because of the trauma and all that. So now you wake up in the morning after 9 program months, you're seeing someone can stand and say, my name is this and this. I came here, I do this.
Confidently.
You feel like you've touched a life somewhere, even if it's not directly, but you've been part of someone's journey. So it's a fulfillment to me.
So what I'm hearing you guys saying is, the fulfillment that comes with the job that you do, the financial stability and financial freedom, you're free to do whatever with the money, because it's not it's not pegged to someone, it's out of your hard work. And then also the importance of not just being idle at home, as Purity has said, but doing something with the work, with your hands, because the Bible says the Lord will bless the work of your hands. Now, this begs the question then, you're earning your own money, nobody's, sponsoring your life. Sponsors. How about financial management? How are you able to manage your finances so that by 2nd of, you are paid on 29th, by 2nd you have no money? I'll not start with Nancy, because the way I'm saying, let me start with you, Purity, because
okay, our case is different.
So how do you manage your finances, whatever you earn?
Okay, now what I do, like what I receive every month, I plan for it. I know that's what I will spend on my rent, that's what I will spend on my savings in a circle. But I know along the week, as I sell the insurance and people sell, people buy from me, I'll have some extra cash. So most of the time, like shopping, I don't plan for it. I know it will just come.
You do like bit by bit.
Yes. I know I'll go, you'll maybe ask me for insurance for your car, and then I'll have some extra coin there. Yes, it is allowed. And then that's how I just plan myself.
Okay.
Yes. If the other things, maybe I can plan maybe for the education for my child. It is just for the same. But whichever way, at the end of the day, I make sure I have something little I have saved because of the goals.
Where do you save? You said in a circle?
Yes, I save in a circle, because if I save in my bank, I know the next thing I'll just buy airtime and I keep buying airtime and then and data and then it ends. Yes.
So you save in a circle.
I save in a circle.
Have other you've also taken insurance for your son, I think.
Yes, education policy. Yeah. Okay. So the savings in the insurance, that one I cannot plan for it. Like tomorrow I wake up and I'm like, today I'm broke, let me go get that money. So that one I just forget about it. I can even stay without it because I know I cannot take it.
It's a long term.
Yes. If I needed to go take money from my circle, it's a long process again. I'll need to apply, then I have some people sign with what and what. They cannot allow me to withdraw. In circles, you don't just go and withdraw. It's not a bank. Yes, that's one way of making me have that discipline in saving my money. Yes.
So you don't just, tell your body sorry at the end of the month.
No, okay, I do tell my body sorry sometimes. But it's very little.
Yeah.
I don't have that much to maybe take myself to Diani. Maybe I go once a year.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I go stay there maybe in Mombasa for 3 to 4 days, and then I'm back. I'm like, yes, I enjoyed it. It's my money. I felt good.
Yeah.
Yes. And the relief from work. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I like that. Nancy.
Well,
also we are helping those who are learning.
When I was employed, all that she had said was workable because we also had someone like her who would make sure we save and all that. Then when I started my own business, I realized, I'm not good at doing this. I'm not doing really good at this. So what I do is I plan ahead. I have my needs written down. So when I have a client, when I have a gig, because it's way different when you're trying to build a business and when you're employed. So when I get that, I answer the needs that I can answer then, and what I cannot, I don't. So this one is different, is I have my budget before the money.
Okay.
Yeah, I have my budget before the money, because if I don't do that, I'm gonna be a spendthrift. Honestly, I am gonna be a spendthrift. Yeah. So we are trying. We are planning. Yeah.
So are you able to save?
Not as much as I used to.
By the way, they
Not
say
as
one of the
much.
rules of saving is you save 20% of whatever you get.
Yeah, ideal. But
Ideally.
practically, that's the ideal.
I like that.
That's really the ideal.
Yeah.
But the practicality of it, it's challenging now, because right now I don't have an accountant to do all that. So it's a lot of learning also from, I would say, a school of the spirit. Like right now, you just have to be, be very strict with yourself. But again, even when I don't, because this is something I had to learn and accept, even if I don't get to save in a circle, I get to save in people's lives. And when I have a need, I tell God, yo, I take care of your child.
I need to withdraw.
I need to withdraw from you,
But I know, but by the next time we are meeting and talking, you will have, improved.
Yes.
Yeah, so guys, you're not alone in your eating capacity of all your salary. So Faith, how do you manage your finances?
Tell you, Pastor Linda, the other corporate, especially when here it's a multinational company, it's different. Oh my good Lord, the pressure is real. You get your salary and you hear people going for this and this. You're wondering, see, even me nafaa nijiambie pole.
You don't come anymore.
Yeah, but now, so you have to learn to tell yourself no. Faith, you have done this, yes. You have earned a salary, yes. It's very much okay. You need to tell your body sorry. It's very much okay, but have limits.
Self-discipline.
Have a self-discipline. And me, I tell myself, learn to tell yourself no for this particular moment. Yes, you really want to grow in the social life and meet people and just have fun. But you see, if a friend calls you like, I know you've been paid. Let's go and do this. Just check your budget first. Is it within your limits? We have those miscellaneous, like I can spend maybe 5,000 on my friends. Is it falling under that category? If it's not, just politely tell your friend, I'm sorry, I cannot make it. Maybe we can plan it for some other time. Then you'll be able to have that financial discipline. But if you keep on, we say, pleasing your friends so that you fit in a particular society or a particular group, you're the one who will be very wary. You'll wake up at the end of the month, ukona loans, insurance to it is following you up, you have not paid your policy, and then your parents are just wondering, do we really have a child in this house? And personally, responsibilities were forced down my throat, so I had to learn how to
Are you a firstborn?
Yeah, I had to learn how to manage these other people, and and especially now when I manage my siblings, I know when to tell them no and a yes. So now even me from that, I learned to tell myself no, And the person who raised me will always ask, is it a need? Is it a luxury? Even making your hair, at times you'll say it's a luxury. You can walk with your hair like that. Why are you asking me for money? So now that's how I developed my financial discipline and just learning to say no, having a budget and a reasonable budget. You can't say I'm going to tell myself sorry from Kempiski. And maybe your budget is within Hilton Hotel. Kindly walk to Hilton and make yourself happy. And if you can make yourself happy from Kempiski, walk and do it. But don't do it because you're pleasing people. You see the way she's saying you save in a circle. Currently, the circles are very enticing people, and they'll tell you save after 3 months, you can take a loan of 3 times of what you've saved. So that's the principle I used. And then thank God for my mom. She'll keep on asking you, what do you have? What have you done? What have you done this time? And then now, I think last year she just told me, there is a land somewhere. Do you have this kind of money? I can go and negotiate.
That's
out
back
for
home.
You. Yeah, back home. And then I checked my circle savings and I'm like, okay, God, it's me again. Just do it. And then now we came here for discipleship class and Pastor Gigi was teaching about financials, just like chasing a rabbit. And he was making a joke on a wedding day. So, and he was like, why are you fighting when on that particular wedding day, all your assets are there? If people decide to take whatever they came with, you have nothing with you. So it's better to have, to save in an asset, kind of something that will keep on appreciating, depreciating.
Wow.
Wow.
To all my brothers and sisters who are watching us tonight, it's possible to buy land
Yes.
when you are not yet married.
Loud and clear.
Stop sneering. It's possible. You've had. I know someone else also here has land, but we will not say who. Well, so I'm so really encouraged by the discipline that you guys have in terms of financial management and, you know, managing yourself within the limits of whatever you're earning so that you're not extravagant and you're not dependent on people. So young women, it's actually possible to not have a sponsor. Imagine it's possible. It's possible to not have a sponsor, to earn your 30,000 and, you know, it's your sweat and it's your hard work. So let's reorganize our lives and, you know, just manage ourselves within the confines of what God has given you at that time. Let's talk about competition, Nancy.
Yes.
Competition in the market. I know you're not the only counseling psychologist with a business or with
enterprise,
an enterprise in that area. How do you manage competition or wanting to compete with the other, you know, the other people in that sector?
Honestly, the pressure is there. Like you say, the pressure is there. But again, remembering your why helps you or helps me. We don't talk like it's theory. Remembering my why helps me stay true to myself. And even when I feel that whim of, so I'm lagging behind, people are getting ahead of me, again, self-evaluation, cheering myself on, celebrating myself, you know, as well as celebrating them from a very genuine place, because that will give me a posture of learning. What are you doing that I'm not doing? You know, how can we come and collaborate? So that really helps me, my why, self-evaluation, and genuinely deciding, even with the whim of insecurity that could be there, you know, acknowledging when you do good work and wanting to learn, and that posture of learning and seeing, so this is what this person, or it could not also be my age mates, it could be someone who is already doing it, but they are years ahead of me, just getting to know what did you do at my stage. Because clearly you have tangible success. So,
So also the art, you've mentioned the art of collaborating with others instead of necessarily competing with them. And then accepting or knowing your process, your journey helps you not to be caught up in the mood of competing with others. You know, I'm just wondering, Purity, with this financial freedom and stability, with land here.
When our parents they would want
do you find that men, the single ones, not the married ones, because those ones are very courageous, find it difficult to approach you for dating and, you know?
Them approaching me, they just come and then I look at you and I'm like, God help me, you know exactly what I want. And not that he has never presented the exact thing I want, he has, and then I want to believe something else happens. But all in all, I thank God for everything, because nothing happens to me as a surprise. That's one thing that keeps me motivated. Yes. So even before it happens, I'm like, I'm aware, I know it's going to happen. Maybe I'm unable to control. I've done what I could, but then, so what? Yes.
What about you? What's your experience?
It's true.
What's true?
They find it difficult to approach me. I'll give an example. We booked an Uber with my friend. So my friend was the first one to, you know, come with the Uber. Then they came and picked me. We are going for a rural show for our friend. So when I enter the Uber and the guy is like, oh, it's you, your friend. And I'm like, the dress code. Huh? Why are you working? So I'm wondering. And then he's like, so when we had a chat, then he find like, oh, so you are very approachable. We can have a warm conversation. And then I asked him, so if you were to saw me outside there, and he was very honest with me, he said, I wouldn't approach you. I wouldn't even say hi. I'll be like this.
Reason?
So reason, he's like, your dress code is giving us like you're someone with a class.
Power.
Yeah, power. And then now you see with the current wave of sponsors and whatnot, someone is associating you with their sponsor. Yeah, you see. So people should just, have a conversation with someone first before you make judgments for yourself. Even if someone asks you for a date, just don't say it's a no because you can't fit in my class. You go encourage the person, you talk, and you're like, oh, my brother, I'm really sorry about this. It can't work. Maybe we can try friendship, and don't keep someone as a friend zone or a boyfriend zone just for your conversations, and there is nothing that's going to happen. Just be very courageous, let me use that word.
And kind.
And kind with your words. And tell the brother in Christ, I really enjoyed the date. It was very warm, but I feel we may not move another step. Yeah.
Well, these women know what they want.
Yeah.
Nancy, maybe in a minute, because we are about to come to the end of the show. Do you feel that your generation of women who are earning something have suddenly become very unapproachable and intimidating to the young men who are not working?
That is the narrative out here. That we are unapproachable, or that thing going on. And it could be true for some people, but I will still go on what Faith said, like, don't let it, as a guy, don't let it bar you from shooting your shot. Just don't let it, don't wallow or put that as a blockage. Just the worst that could happen is a no. Yes, it's there and that's the narrative, but I wouldn't want to generalize it because they are, again, kind and warm and accommodative ladies out here and who have the fear of God, and they look at people as humans first, So the narrative is there, but no dude should use that as an excuse.
Yeah. So it's sometimes probably just an excuse.
Yeah, don't
you have not worked on yourself internally to have that boldness to approach a woman, so then you just use this narrative. They are unapproachable. They are intimidating and all that. So also, as you young women who are in the marketplace, coming to that place of humility and being willing to submit. Even with your money. Faith, I'll just give you 2 seconds to, tell your viewers bye.
To young women out there, it's possible, and I will encourage someone. When I started my work, like when I was employed, actually I was earning 15,000, and I could manage that money. Then sure, I'm living somewhere, I'm paying my rent, and I'm paying my tithe, by the way. Remember to pay your tithe. God will bless what you're doing, the work of your hands, because if you're told seek first the kingdom of God, surround yourself and ask yourself, where is your kingdom of God surrounding yourself from a personal person first. Understand that space, they will be able to thrive in the marketplace. And then ensure your integrity is not wavered at any cost, whether it's money, it's a Prado or what, those things will be there. And those people who are driving a Prado, they're in their 40s and 60s. Ask yourself, when I'm 40, I'll be owning those things. So that's what
Yes. Thank you, Faith. 1 second.
Okay. Now, what I can tell the viewers is that whatever you have, just save. Save.
Learn to save.
Yes.
We are out here doing it with the help of God. I believe you can too. So
So all is not lost, young women out there. It's possible to work, to have integrity, to have the love of God, to have a social life, to save, to buy stuff for yourself without selling your body or your integrity for the sake of worldly pleasures. So you have been watching Sister Talk. I'm glad you have stayed tuned until the end. See you again next week. Good night.